MRTV4 ပရိသတ်များအားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါရှင်။ရန်ကုန်မြင်ကွင်းကျအစီအစဉ်ကိုတင်ဆက်ပေးသွားတော့မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ဒီနေ့တင်ဆက်ပေးခြင်းတဲ့အခမ်းအနားကတော့ဝါဒန်းလန်းလမ်းမတော်မြို့နယ်ပြုံးပြုံးကွန်တိုမှာကျင်းပပြုလုပ်နေတဲ့မြန်မာရုပ်ရှင်ဖွံ့ဖြိုးတိုးတက်မှုအများပိုင်း Company The Ice Movie Company Limited ဟာဆိုရင်ရုပ်ရှင်ဇာတ်ကားကြီးများစီးပွားရေးကြော်ညာများအတွက်ရန်ကုန် Post Production လုပ်ငန်းများစတင်လက်ခံခြင်းမိတ်ဆက်အခမ်းအနားပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ပရိသတ်များရှင်ရုပ်ရှင်ဇာတ်ကားကြီးများစီးပွားရေးကြော်ညာများအတွက်အတန်ဖန်ခြင်းတီးဖြတ်ခြင်းကာလာချိန်ညှိခြင်းအတန်ရောနှောခြင်း Digital Cinema Package DCP Subtitling Security Code ပြုလုပ်ခြင်းတွေကိုပြည်တွင်းမှာပဲအဆင့်တန်းမြင့်မားစွာနဲ့နိုင်ငံတကာကပညာရှင်များကပြုလုပ်ပေးနေကြပြီပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အခုလိုရန်ကုန် Post နဲ့လက်တွဲဆောင်ရွက်ဖြစ်ခဲ့မှုနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီး Color Grading ပညာရှင်တဦးကိုလည်းအခုလိုမေးမြန်းဖြစ်ခဲ့ပါတယ်ရှင်။
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hi.
First of all, I would like to know your name and responsibility, please.
Hi. My name is Yuki. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a colorist here at Yangon Post. Yeah.
So, how you become as a partner with Myanmar Post, sir?
Back then, I worked with one of the partners at Yangon Post, and she engaged my service. And then I went to KL and went to meet with them. Then they approached me, join us as a colorist. Then I'm here now. Yeah.
So, may I know about the important rules in color grading in films, sir?
Okay. Well, color grading can actually bring the mood into the film itself. I mean, it can send a message to the audience. So, whether you want your film to be sad, whether you want film to be happy, you can change that by the color. Even when you shoot one scene with the same color, you can change in post. You can change in color correction. Whether you want the scene to be even make the audience angry, make the audience get involved with the film. That's really important, actually. Yeah.
So, would you like to explain with some experience in color grading in your films, sir?
I see. One main example is a lot of filmmakers actually sometimes shot with low lights. It means it's underlight, not enough lights in the scene, and it's make it more difficult for us to actually boost the image. One advice from me to them is normally, why don't you just shoot it with a proper light? Then it's easier to make it darker in the color correction or in any post-production house. So it's actually color grading can make things easier rather than shoot with underlit scene. It's easier to shoot with a proper light. Then we can fix it in post. Yeah.
So, how can it become improve to our Myanmar motion picture development, sir?
Oh, yeah. I'm not at liberty to say, but from what I can see, there's a lot that we can do in Myanmar film industry, because it's booming now. It start to develop, it start to grow, and then we can actually do a lot in Myanmar film industry. We can educate the people. We can actually give training to the people as well. So that's from my point of view. Yeah.
So, how about your future plan? Consult with color grading in Myanmar, like your training or something like that?
Yeah, I would love to do some training. I would love to do some consult discussion with any filmmakers that interested in color correction. So because it can actually help a lot in shooting, it can actually help a lot in production. It can minimize the cost of production when you know what not to do in production. And the plan is, of course, for the Myanmar film industry, there's a lot of future in here. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of room to improve. So that's the plan. Yeah.
So it's a kind of art. So would you like to share some information or some advice to the audience, sir?
Wow, that's a quite difficult question. I'm not sure how to answer that. The advice, when you watch a film, enjoy it. Get the story and understand the story. That's all I can say. Even I'm part of the industry. All I can do in the movie is try to enjoy the film. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much for your answer, sir.
Thank you.
ဒါအပြင် Digital Cinema Package DCP စနစ်နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးပညာရှင်တဦးမှလည်းအခုလိုပြောကြားပေးခဲ့ပါတယ်။
Good evening, sir.
Hi, hello.
So, may I know your name and responsibility, please?
I'm Avinash, and I come from Malaysia, and I'm here as part of Yangon Post to do DCP mastering.
So, what brings to become and partner with Yangon Post and to become in Myanmar?
So one day we had an opportunity, and we met some really good people at MMPD, and we managed to form a strategic alliance. And because of that, we set up a post-production house in Myanmar. We realized that there was no one doing that in Myanmar, so we are the first post-production house to be set up here, and we work very closely with MMPD, and we hope to take their production to the next level.
So, would you like to explain with the DCP system to become a perfect DCP system? What are the essential factors?
Right. So basically, a DCP is international standard that was brought about by the major studios, people like Fox, 20th Century, Warner Brothers, Disney. So it's an international standard, which means that when you master a DCP here, it will play in any cinema in the world. So that's what we will deliver to the local production. So if you want to play a Burmese movie anywhere in the world, you can take a DCP from here, send it out, and it will play. So that is basically what we aim to do.
So, what are the international rules or concept with DCP, sir?
So it's an international standard. So there are a lot of confirmations that are required when you provide files, and there has to be a standard workflow, which currently doesn't exist in Myanmar. So we want to work very closely with the producers, the directors, with the people out there, in order to help them establish this workflow, and which then results in a perfect DCI compliant DCP.
So, in our Myanmar picture motion development, is this really affected for our motion? And would you like to give your advice?
Yeah, I think they are on the right track. They've got very, very high standards in terms of the quality of the movies that they want to put out there. And with the number of cinemas increasing in Myanmar, I think we're all headed towards the same direction, and we want to work very closely with them in order to achieve a high international standard for Burmese movies in the industry.
So, would you like to share some information and some words to our audience who are willing to get very quality films? So.
Hopefully in the future you'll be watching better quality movies, better quality Burmese movies with a lot of more production value, a lot more post-production value, because now we're here. And please go out, watch the movies in the cinemas, support the industry. Thank you.
ပရိသတ်များရှင်မကြခင်မှာဆိုရင်တော့မြန်မာရုပ်ရှင်လောကကိုပုံမအဆင့်တန်းမြန်မာစွာထွက်ပေါ်လာနိုင်စေရေးအတွက်ရန်ကုန် Post မှတဆင့်ဆောင်ရွက်ပေးလျက်ရှိနေပြီဖြစ်ကြောင်းကိုတော့ဒီနေ့အစီအစဉ်ကနေသတင်းကောင်းပါရင်ပရိသတ်များအားလုံးကိုနှုတ်ဆက်ချင်ပါတယ်ရှင်ကြည့်ရှုအားပေးခဲ့ကြတဲ့ပရိသတ်များအားလုံးကိုကျေးဇူးထူးပဲတင်ပါတယ်ပရိသတ်များအားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာရှိတဲ့နေ့ရက်များစွာကိုပိုင်ဆိုင်နိုင်ကြပါစေရှင်